I love it.
Yo, what is up? Party Room uh
Film festival,
Festival Fantasy
fantasy,
Football League
mini pod.
mini pod
Yep.
2?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So the PRFFFLMP2.
that's right. That's right. We made it to season 2. That's more than we can really say about the actual mini pods.
Yep.
Uh,
We have
but
one third as many episodes already as the other mini pod.
that's right. Well, Sam and I are back, and we are loosely, an hour ahead of kickoff or so. Um, ready to pretty much roast everybody's teams and tell
Yeah.
everyone all the good picks and the bad picks that they made.
Mostly the
Um,
bad ones.
Mostly the bad ones, yeah. And tell us, and we're both gonna make our predictions for who will take home the trophy this year. So, without further ado, let's just get into it, yeah?
Yeah, let's do it. I don't remember
Assuming,
how much time we actually have, so we've
yeah, I don't know either.
got 14 teams to look through.
Am I doing it right?
I think so.
Do you see my screen?
Trevor Smith's screen, but I see a black screen. Oh, I see it. Let's go.
Perfect. I think we did it. All right. So we're here. We've got all these teams.
Yeah,
Now, to start off with, let's address the elephant in the room. You think?
I think
Vampire
so.
Dewey, right?
Yeah. Let's talk about
Do
it.
you want to explain the concept of a vampire league, or do you want me to?
I'll do it.
Yeah.
So
Well,
so
I'll
this
I'll
is
click on Vampire Dewey to start off.
yeah. Let's go look at his team. So this was an idea brought up by Trevor, one of our hosts here.
That was
Since
me.
we have an odd number of managers in the or directors in the league, we needed an extra team. So we created a phantom team, Vampire Dewey. The original plan was just to let it be a sucky team. Nobody checks it, just whatever. Trevor came up with the idea of doing a vampire league and having Dewey be the vampire team. So if you don't know what that means, basically what that means is we didn't draft for Vampire Dewey. I mean, we did, but we drafted nobodies. And we're basically building the Vampire Dewey team out of who was left after the draft. So I took some of the best available players for Vampire Dewey and put them on the team. And if his team ends up winning any game, whoever he beats, Vampire Dewey will be taking a player from the team that he beats. Um, so I think
But
the best way to go about that,
but
Trevor, is
it's only a player that played in that game. Is that correct?
I don't know. I was going to ask that. Is it? I was going to see if it was someone that was in the lineup.
Yeah.
Are
So
people on the bench safe?
right. From my understanding, that's the premise is that you can protect your players by not playing your good ones against the vampire.
Hmm.
However, if you protect your players, you make your team worse and risk losing to the vampire.
Okay.
So there's a fine line between do you want to play all your best players for the win, or do you sacrifice and just let them take a mediocre player from you?
Interesting. I like that. Yeah. So I think we'll go with that. As far as if the vampire team wins, how do we decide which player is taken? Do we roll a dice? Do
I
we number
think
them 1 through 9 and roll a dice?
I think that what we should do is we should put a poll in the chat, and have the chat decide the three
Oh,
players, and then
okay.
we'll roll a dice for the three players.
Okay.
Does that seem like a fun thing to do?
I think, yeah, I like that idea. I think give the power to the people.
That's right. Yeah.
So let the people have a little bit of say and then roll a dice
Yeah.
between the three.
Yep. Yep.
We can assign a number to each of them, and whichever
Hmm.
dice rolls. Yeah, I like that idea. So there you go. There's the Vampire League rules. So if you're playing Uncle Dewey this week, Matt, good luck.
Yeah.
Um,
I
why don't we go? Why don't we go look at the Vampire Dewey team just to
We're on
see
it. Yeah.
what he's? Oh, are we on it? Because I
Yeah.
don't see it.
Do you,
But
what do you see?
but I mean, I've got it on my screen, so I can just look at it
Oh,
from here.
well, but I want to make sure that you can see the like, because I'm recording.
Yeah,
Oh, it does.
I can't see it, but
Hold on. Let me,
this is the production value that people missed on the PRFFFFLMP.
all right. Is this
There
better?
we go. I got it now.
Can you see the players? Can you see me moving around and stuff?
Nope.
No, it's just
It's just I see we're on the team page, but I don't see the actual like team. I don't see it moving around or anything.
okay. Well, that's not what I was hoping for. Um, Man, how is it so not
It could
working?
also just be like my screen. Like I don't know how it's working exactly. Maybe it is recording me moving around. I have no idea.
Well, it's tough to know for sure. Um,
There's only one way to find it out. We just finish the episode and
we
then
just
post it
finished
and
the
then
episode.
see if it
That's fair.
works.
That's
This
fair.
is the preseason, so this
That's
is the
fair.
trial run.
That's right. Yeah, yeah. I like that. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll try and work out the kinks in the future.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyways,
Yeah, let's look through who we got here on the vampire team.
so
So quarterback, very heavily suggested Aaron Rodgers. I think that's
right.
perfect for a vampire team.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah. Wide receiver Wando Robinson from the Giants, Xavier Leggett, wide receiver from Carolina, familiar name Kareem Hunt, Kansas City, Ollie Gordon the second from Miami, Cade Otton from Tampa Bay, and Alec Pierce from Aaron's Colts. And then kicker wise, we got Tyler Loop. I don't know who that is, but his name's Loop. I think that's a
He's
fun name.
he's the new
The new Baltimore kicker.
correct, yeah, after they discontinued
Yeah.
another kicker.
And then we got the Las Vegas defense. They're not very good, but um, yeah. So I'm going to be managing this team throughout the year. Managing the team. I'm not going to put a whole lot of effort into it. Um, I'm going to make sure that it has a lineup every week, but I don't want to take. I'm not going to take the best available players because I want the rest of the league to be able to have the opportunity to build their teams as best as they can. But I'm
You
not going
got
to sweep
Quinshawn
out.
Judkins?
Yeah, yeah, he's out there.
Dang.
So maybe this team will win some games. I see some potential there for an upset or two. But this is the Vampire team, Vampire Dewey. Do you like the logo for Vampire Dewey?
I do. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty scary.
It definitely is.
So all right,
Well, that's
all right.
Vampire Dewey.
That's Vampire Dewey. Who's next?
Uh, let's maybe let's start. I don't know. We'll just start
Why
at
don't
the
you
top
just
here with the oddball.
okay?
So the oddball, which is obviously it's
This is my team.
Sam Maddox's team.
Yeah,
Um, Patrick Mahomes as your quarterback, who historically has been a pretty mediocre fantasy quarterback, right?
yeah, yeah. He has. He hasn't had
Um,
the best years the last couple of years, but
yeah, yeah, yeah. And then we've got Justin Jefferson, obviously, great wide receiver there. George Pickens, I know you're a big Pittsburgh Steelers guy, so it makes sense that you would get him after he left the Steelers still.
exactly, yeah, yeah. Once he's
Yeah.
gone out of Pittsburgh, it's like I'm going to get you on my team.
Yeah.
Although I I can't say that I don't draft players for my rival teams because I clearly do, but I try to avoid it as much as I can.
Yeah, yeah. And then definitely Chase Brown. Not surprising to see you have drafted him.
Hmm.
He did pretty well last year. Nick Chubb, if he's not injured, could be awesome in
I
Houston.
think he's got potential to be a sleeper. I think.
Yeah. He also has potential to blow his knee out for the sixth time.
Yeah, that's true.
So unfortunately, you just don't really know which Chubb you're gonna get.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, Trey McBride was a pretty solid tight end last
I
year.
like that pick. He needs to get some touchdowns, but he'll
Yeah.
be pretty good.
DJ Moore is not a terrible wide receiver. Depending on how things look shape up in Chicago, that could be a pretty value pick.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's a pretty risky one there. With they got a lot of weapons over there in Chicago.
Yeah. And then you've got two rookie running backs that both could pan out to be good or not. Tough to know. With Caleb Johnson and
Yep.
J. Croy Krosky Merritt.
Corey
Yeah.
Krosky Merritt.
Did you see that they said Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt is the fourth running back on their depth chart?
I did see that after I
Yeah.
drafted him,
Yeah.
so we'll
Yeah.
see. There's been
I
a lot of
think
hype around him, so
I would be surprised if there's any actual fruit to that, but who's to say?
yeah. I
Um,
didn't. I clearly didn't do a good job of drafting running backs after Chase Brown, so I kind of
yeah,
just grasping at
that's
straws.
fair.
Let's see. We
We
got
got Cooper
Cooper
Cup,
Cup.
Trevor
You know,
Lawrence, Marvin
this is
Mims,
yeah.
and
Mike
your boy
Gesicki.
Mike Gesicki.
Yeah, two Bengals there,
Two Bengals.
and then Kiney Fairbairn. I had him last year in a league, and he's really good.
Yeah,
Um, I like those kickers that play in a dome stadium most of the time. That's always a
that's
good
fair.
advantage.
Yeah.
And then the Denver defense. So
Yeah, you got a lot
pretty
of
solid
Denver,
all around.
Houston, Cincy here. Is that what I'm seeing?
Do I have a lot of Denver, Houston, Cincy?
Maybe
We
I'm
got
just
two Cincy. I got two Houston. I do have two Denver. Yeah, how about that?
yeah, yeah. Fair enough. All right. Well, anyways, um, yep, that's the oddball team.
Well,
What did
A
fantasy
plus
football give
draft.
you? What did they
A
tell you your
A
draft grade
plus.
was? A plus?
A plus draft grade, but I was picked to finish fourth.
Tough, tough,
Yeah.
tough. Let's hit up the green fighters next. Um,
I am really excited to see what we end up calling these teams later in the year.
yeah. So the green force fighters, which is
This is
Matt,
Matt's team.
obviously. He's got Baker, who was a surprisingly like I think he was a top five QB on the year last year in Tampa.
Hmm.
Um, looking to continue that run. Amon-Ra St. Brown, obviously a
Pretty solid choice
pretty
there.
quality pick. Devonta Smith. You know, I had Devonta Smith last year, and I absolutely hated having Devonta Smith. He
Yeah, he was a little disappointing last year,
he was
but
just so hot and cold, you know.
mhm. No,
And then
especially on a
H.
run heavy team too,
Right,
and
yeah,
he's the
yeah.
key receiver. So,
And he's the number two guy on a run heavy
hmm
team. And then you've got Devon Achan. He's another guy that, assuming that he can stay on the field, he looked pretty good last year.
hmm
So we'll see
he's
how
a good
that goes.
PPR running back too. He'll get lots of receptions and
Yep.
receiving yards.
Yep. Yeah, lots of Tua checkdowns, right?
Yep.
David Montgomery. David Montgomery, I think, is an interesting one this year. I think nobody really knows where to value him. He was
hmm
a good running back. He was a solid like RB2, like borderline RB1 last year.
He
Um,
blew his knee out, didn't he?
he did, yeah. Well, I mean, it wasn't like he was out for like 3 weeks, I think.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like bad. I think it was a sprain, but it kind of became the Gibbs show, right?
Oh,
And
if you ask me, it was always the Gibbs show. I mean,
yeah,
Montgomery's solid, but Gibbs is where
yeah,
he was the one that was making all the. I mean,
yeah.
Montgomery was making plays. They're both making plays, but I think it was just a matter of time until Gibbs took over.
Yeah, yeah. So it'll be interesting to see how they utilize David Montgomery this year and
Hmm.
what his production looks like. And then, George Kittle, I think George Kittle had kind of an off year last year, didn't he?
No, he actually had a really good year
Did he?
last
Okay.
year.
Maybe I just didn't play
He
anybody with him.
last year he had 1,106 yards and eight
Oh,
touchdowns.
okay. Well, I stand
Pretty
corrected.
good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then
So I think
Stephon Diggs
he's
is
going in for a big
who
year.
knows what's gonna happen with Stephon Diggs. Maybe he'll be playing, maybe he'll be in a yacht snorting pink substances off of women. Tough to know.
Yeah, I don't know. I know he did get hurt last year with Houston, so we'll see if he
Mhm.
can recover from that. We'll also have
Yeah.
to see if he can recover from being on the Patriots.
Right. Tough, tough. Yeah, yeah, that's not going to go well
Yeah,
for him, I don't think. Jared Goff, as we all know, nobody beats Goff. A good
nobody
pick
beats
there.
Goff.
Debo Samuel, man, there's a lot of wild. It's tough early on. We haven't seen anybody play any real meaningful football. It's tough to know, but I'm gonna skip all of the rest of this because we just want to go to Kyle Pitts Sr.
Love it.
Does
Absolutely love it.
Do we need to send Matt to therapy? Like there's got to be a group for compulsive Kyle Pitts drafters, right?
I think I think what we need to do is I think we just need to support Matt through this,
Hmm.
and just kind of let him see what happens with Kyle Pitts.
Yeah,
So he can, I think we just need to let him take the consequences of drafting Kyle Pitts. Now, to be
sure.
fair, he does have George Kittle,
Yeah,
so he's probably not going to be playing Pitts much. But
yeah.
um,
Fair,
yeah,
fair.
I think we just need to support Matt whenever
That's
he's at
fair.
his lowest with Pitts.
You know who my Kyle Pitts is, and we've talked about this before, I think, but it was Josh Gordon.
Yeah,
He was my Kyle Pitts. Every time I saw him on the board, he came and sat on my bench, and I was happy to have him.
yep.
Um, Evan McPherson, Seattle defense. I don't know. Anything else you want to say here? Who
I
knows
don't
if
really
Chris
know much
Godwin
about
will
the.
even play real football this season,
I
right?
don't know much about the Seattle defense.
I
Evan
know they used to
McPherson.
be
I
the
hope.
Legion of Boom.
Yeah, I hope Evan McPherson has a good year. Matt's team's fine. Let's see the draft grade. He got a B- draft, so that's not too bad. I'm not
Yeah,
outside of Amon-Ra St. Brown. I don't love the wide receivers. I don't
correct.
necessarily
Yes.
love Devonta Smith or Stephon Diggs, and to
No.
be honest, I don't really like Debo Samuel all that much either.
Okay, I would
So,
agree. I would agree. So it's
um,
also tough that he doesn't feel like he can start a running back in his flex spot. He just has another wide receiver that we're a little unsure of.
yeah,
Yeah. Fair enough. Well, what do we got next? We probably need to pick up the pace a little bit here.
yeah.
Um,
How much time do we have left?
no way of knowing.
Fair enough.
Uh,
Let's just focus on the
okay.
starting lineups
So we got Mitch
instead of
here
the
with
bench.
the Beer Boys.
All right.
Josh Allen.
The
We like Josh Allen. I
yes,
think Drake London's gonna have a good season. I think he's gonna pop off this year, actually, especially with Michael Penix Jr. really taking
he
over the.
he played really well when Penix came in last year.
Yeah, yeah,
So
and he even looked
I
impressive with Kirko.
hmm, yeah, 1,271 yards, 9 touchdowns last year.
Yeah,
That's nothing to sneeze at for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. Marvin Harrison Jr., who knows, right? Pretty lackluster rookie performance.
He added a lot of weight this offseason, so we'll see if
Yeah,
maybe that helps.
yeah,
Who knows?
yeah. Who knows? I mean, he could come out looking like Maserati Marv, or he could come out looking like, I don't know. What's another
Prius
what's
Marv,
another what's another car that starts with an M?
an M, a Mitsubishi,
Yeah, there
Mitsubishi,
Mitsubishi Marv. That's right. There's no
a
way of
Mazda
knowing which
Marv.
one we're
I don't know.
getting. Chuba Hubbard, who knows, man? I mean, I don't know. He had a pretty good season last year.
Yeah,
Um, I think they drafted another rookie though, didn't they? So like he might even be splitting some carries. I don't
I'm
know.
not sure. I don't see anything on his notes, but
Okay.
um, Panthers OC said the team doesn't want to run Chuba Hubbard dry. You really don't want your Chuba Hubbard to be dry. That's one thing I know for sure.
I hate when they when my when my Chuba Hubbard gets run dry.
Yeah, so that's something that you want to avoid there.
That's right.
Um,
Aaron
Aaron Jones
Jones,
Sr. He had a
he's
good year last
all
year.
he's some of these guys though, I remember there was a year on fantasy when I was playing in college and DeMarco Murray popped off like he was the number one
Hmm.
rusher in the league. And I took him like fourth overall the next year and he did absolutely nothing for me.
Yeah,
And so some of these guys when they're on their like second, third, fourth contracts, even though they had productivity recently, it's real tough for me to have confidence in a guy like Aaron Jones.
yeah. Well, I think he's going to have some competition back there too. I can't remember. They
Mhm.
got Jordan Mason from San Francisco.
Mhm.
He's a little younger.
Yeah.
I know Aaron Jones is like 31. I think he's pretty
Yeah.
old
I
for running
mean,
back. So,
yeah. He's
so we'll
got some
see.
miles on those legs.
Yeah.
And then,
David Njoku is the tight end. I feel like that's a guy that you think is going to be good every year, and then he just never is.
yeah. I mean, he's better
I
than
mean, I say that
Kyle
he had
Pitts, but
505 yards and 5 touchdowns last year, but
yeah. Yeah.
he also plays for the Browns. You don't know who their quarterback's going to be.
I I tried my best to avoid the Browns for every
Mhm.
position.
That's a really good game plan.
If they don't know who their quarterback or their running back is,
Hmm.
then it's really difficult for any position to succeed.
Yeah.
Um, Calvin
Let's see.
Ridley, I don't know.
Solid choice.
He
We'll
actually
see what
could have
Cam
a
Ward
good
can do.
season with Cam Ward. It's very Cam Ward
Yeah.
dependent. Yeah.
He'll be the number one guy over there in Tennessee.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, looking real briefly, I like the Michael Penix Jr. I think that could be a really good pick. That could be kind of Jaden Daniels part two. You just don't really know.
Hmm.
Harrison
Yep.
Butker, the man.
The myth,
And
the
then
legend.
The Chiefs
Yeah.
defense is probably a pretty reasonable pick.
Defense and Mitchell just went defensive special teams heavy for Kansas City.
That's
So
right. He's a
Mitchell
Chief
got
now.
an A plus. He got an A plus draft
Wow.
from Yahoo on
Good
this,
for
and
him.
he did say that he picked two of his players and auto drafted the rest. So
Look at him go.
um,
Maybe that's the system.
it might be.
Now we've got the
All right, who's
Bropocalypse.
all right? This is Aaron's team.
Yep. Justin Herbert, man, Justin Herbert is a you don't hate having Justin Herbert, but you'd like to see the Chargers pop off this year. Because it feels like he's
Well, if you're a
underperformed
Chargers
every
fan,
year. Yeah, that's fair.
there's not a whole lot of Chargers fans, but
That's fair.
um,
Yeah, yeah.
Justin Justin Herbert is a really good quarterback in real life. I don't think he's a great fantasy quarterback. He
Yeah.
doesn't turn the ball over, so you don't
Yeah.
really lose points from him.
He
But
he smells a little bit like Philip Rivers,
yeah,
which
which
which is
is fitting
fitting for a
because Herbert.
Chargers. Yeah, exactly. I think Puka will have a good season just because Puka's pretty good.
Yeah, Scary
Scary
Terry.
Terry, I don't know. I mean, he might pop off.
I know
Uh,
there was some concern with his like contract situation, but they got
yeah,
that resolved,
that's
and
right. Yeah.
kind of
If
depends on Jaden Daniels if he
I was gonna
can stay
say
good this year.
if Jaden Daniels regresses, you're gonna be unfortunate. You're gonna be in a sad spot. If Jaden Daniels gets better, then the whole league is gonna be a little concerned.
Yeah,
So, and then Derrick
that could be a
Henry.
really that could be a really solid wide receiver duo there with
Yeah.
Puka
How
and
old is
Scary
Derrick
Terry.
Henry? Do you know?
I think he's like 56.
Okay.
Um, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. I
He's
mean, that
he's in
checks
his
out.
30s, I think.
Yeah.
Here, I'll look it up as you keep going down the list.
He's another one. He's got a lot of miles on him, you know? I mean, he's a monster, but
Yeah,
I'm worried he's going to start slowing down. Isaiah
he's
Pacheco,
31.
he's what?
31
Yes, I mean, he's definitely, on the downhill part of the speed.
for sure.
I like the Tyler Warren. I think he's going to be a gadget do it all guy in Indy because
Yeah,
that
I
team is
know
going to be terrible.
Aaron was really excited to get him. I think he's going to be one of the. I think he's a contender for offensive rookie of the year.
Yeah. All right, hear me out. This prediction. I think Tyler Warren will have um maybe not I think he'll have a touchdown pass on the season.
You think Tyler Warren will have a touchdown pass?
I think
Okay,
he'll have a touchdown pass on the season.
I'll go even further. I am going to say that Tyler Warren will lead the Colts in touchdown catches this season.
I think that's more reasonable than what I said.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, I was gonna say he'll have more touchdown passes or than
Than Anthony
Shador,
Richardson.
but I just can't see that being the case.
I mean, he could have more touchdown passes than Anthony Richardson this year. You never know.
He might. He might. Especially because I
Yep.
think that they've pretty much moved on from Anthony Richardson to Riley Leonard.
Oh gosh, that's not good.
Yeah. Now,
Um,
interesting seeing Travion Henderson on the bench.
yeah, I don't know. Aaron might be playing the matchup. I don't know. I mean,
Tough to know.
you can
There's
see.
one of the very highly touted rookies for the season.
Yeah, I would definitely probably. You don't know what it's going to be with Ramondre Stevenson, but I'd probably put in Travion Henderson over Austin Eckler in
I
there. I
would as
don't
well.
necessarily like Eckler that much anymore,
Right. He's also
at
gonna
least
have.
for fantasy purposes.
Yeah. What about Little Cam? How do we feel about Little Cam?
A little Cam, who's that? CJ Stroud.
No, Cam Little.
Oh, Cam. Oh, we're looking at the kicker now. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, he kicked a 50 million yard field goal
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
preseason.
He
So
would have broken the record had it not been preseason.
yeah, I think he, solid kicker. I
Solid
don't know
kicker.
anything other about him other than the 70-yard field goal. So
Fair enough.
I think
Uh,
if he kicks a 70-yard field goal every single week and makes it, I think he could be the top kicker in the league.
Agreed. Agreed. What did Aaron get for his draft grade?
Aaron got a D plus. I like his team a little bit better than that. Yeah, I think Aaron's team's better than a D plus grade.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, on to Andrew and the best man, right? Um,
Best men, yeah. Let's see who
so
his best men. in our.
Lamar's a pretty good pick. Um,
I think so, yeah.
yeah, Mike Evans is a pretty good pick. I think Xavier Worthy, we're kind of looking to see if he has a breakout season, right?
Yeah, he was a little frustrating last year. I had
Mhm.
him.
Yeah, I did as well.
He's not quite boomer bust. He's a little bit better than that, but
Hmm.
he kind of shows up and doesn't sometimes.
Agreed. Yeah. I picked him up in a dynasty league and I didn't think it's terrible, but I would have hoped it would have panned out a little better than it
Yeah.
did.
He was the player last year that I had that when he was in my lineup, he did nothing, but when he was on the bench, he was great.
Hmm.
So you never really know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
Jalen Warren, I hate that pick. This Pittsburgh running back,
Yeah,
although he's a
stinky.
starter.
Now, do you want to
Saquon
say anything about
Barkley.
Saquon and the about the trade?
Yeah, I mean, you and Andrew made a trade after the draft.
We
You got your
did.
boys. You
That's
traded
right.
him Saquon for Jameer Gibbs.
That's right. Yep. Yep.
I heard that there was a little scheming going on back there, but
You know,
I
here's
mean,
the deal.
I did the same thing in another league last year, so I
Yeah.
think it's totally fine. I love
I
it
think it's
actually.
above board. Um,
Yeah, you know,
I
real teams in real life they trade draft picks. It's
mm-hmm.
fine.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's how it
And
works.
like, I'm happy to help my guy out, getting his guy. We both get the dude we want.
Yeah. Hey, it's a win-win. So,
Win-win. And it's a win-win-win because Jacob is also upset about it.
oh, was Jacob upset about it? That's even
Yeah.
better.
Yeah, because he wanted me to trade him Saquon, and then I traded him to Andrew
Well,
because I did not want
Jacob,
Bijan Robinson.
I don't blame you. Um,
Um,
but yeah,
moving on.
that's good trade. Glad that it went through.
Yeah.
Here's another rookie tight end, Colston Loveland
Yep.
for
I like
Chicago.
that
We'll see.
pick. I think he's going to
Yeah,
be good.
we'll see what he can do. I think
He's
the
a
Bears
Michigan guy.
offense the
I
Bears
watched a
offense
lot
will
of
be
him.
interesting this year. There's a lot of options on that offense if they end up being good.
Yeah.
But
We've got 10 minutes, so we got to start flying.
yeah, Cortland Sutton, don't like him.
Don't
I don't
like
know why
him.
he's predicted so high.
Yep. Agreed.
I think,
Jake Bates, dude, he's the GOAT. He's going to
yep.
pop off.
And then
Uh,
Buffalo defense. It's hard to run past a Buffalo.
it's true. All right.
Um,
What was his draft grade?
Andrew got a D minus grade. His seems a little bit better than that.
I think
I
so.
think Lamar Jackson and Saquon. I mean, I know he didn't draft
Almost.
Saquon, but Lamar Jackson and Saquon can definitely carry
Yeah,
through a
but I
couple
would also
weeks.
say Jameer and Saquon are almost interchangeable.
Yeah, that's true. So,
So we got the Scatterers, which is Paul. He's got his Alabama guy. He's got Jalen Hurts and
hmm
Jamar Chase. I kind of assumed he'd pick up Jamar Chase. That's his guy.
yeah. I mean, he had the number one pick, so
Yep.
he had to go for it.
DK
Jamar Chase
Metcalf.
isn't an Alabama guy, by the way.
I know that, but Jalen Hurts is. Well, kind of.
Yeah. Um, I'm I'm just surprised that Paul had the opportunity to take T. Higgins and he passed on him.
Yeah.
I was a little surprised at that, but um, he got DK Metcalf. He's a fine receiver.
Yeah.
Kyron Williams, pretty solid running back for LA. I've heard that he may not necessarily that there might be like a
Right.
timeshare over there, but
What I was
we'll
thinking.
see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brees Hall, don't necessarily like the Jets that much.
Uh-huh. I hate to say it. I don't think Paul's taking home the trophy again this year.
I don't I would have to agree with that. I do like that he did manage to snag Jawan Jennings pretty late. That could be pretty good.
Yeah.
He's got a pretty solid core of receivers.
And Tank
Chris
Bigsby.
Olave could get some really good value as late as he was drafted
Yeah. The problem is
if he can
there's no
stay
one to throw
healthy.
him the football over in New Orleans.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
He also has Brandon Ayuk, who is really good if he's healthy.
yeah, but
Being
currently
healthy is really
he's
important.
physically unable to perform.
Yeah.
So,
He got
that's
your boy
tough.
JJ McCarthy.
Yo, we love JJ McCarthy out here.
Yeah.
Um, what was his draft grade?
He got a C, which I think that's pretty. I
I
think
think
that's
that's
pretty
reasonable.
fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, next up
He
we
also
got
got Chris Boswell and New York Jets defense.
yeah, we don't care
So
about them. The Jets defense is kind of wild though.
yeah, Sauce Gardner,
Sauce Gardner, baby. The J team, which is Tanner, Joe Burrow, that's your boy right there.
love it.
AJ
Love me
Brown,
some Joe Burrow.
I don't know that I like Jacoby Myers, but that's okay. Uh,
He had over
I
a
love
thousand yards last year.
fair enough. I love seeing Tanner go back to Christian McCaffrey.
Hmm.
After last season, he got absolutely burned by Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, you got to appreciate the faith that he has.
I do. I do. I do like the JMO pick. I think you're pretty happy having JMO as your flex wide receiver,
Yeah.
like your wide receiver three, because he's gonna have some big games. Like,
Hmm.
like it feels like every other to every third game, he's due for like a 70-yard touchdown pass.
Or a 70-yard rushing
Right.
touchdown.
Right.
Yeah.
So like he's gonna drop some bombs on you.
Hmm.
Um,
Let's see what else. James Conner, not
yep.
bad.
Yep.
Mark Andrews, we'll see. Cody struggled with Mark Andrews last year. We'll see if
Uh-huh.
that. Cody, if you have any advice for Tanner for Mark
Yeah.
Andrews, please let him know.
Yeah. Um, J.K. Dobbins got and wound up in Denver, but I don't know how that's gonna work out.
Jordan Love is a backup, pretty good.
Yeah.
Chris Rodriguez Jr. Shout out to Kentucky on there.
Jaden
Uh,
Higgins is kind of a sleeper pick. It's a pretty good sleeper pick.
yeah,
So we'll
I
see
mean
what that
Cameron
means.
Dicker, the kicker,
Dicker the kicker, baby.
Baltimore defense. Tanner got a C grade. Um,
I think
I
it's
I think that's good. I think if Christian McCaffrey is really good this year, I think
yeah,
Tanner can make some noise.
agreed.
Um,
We got
so
to
we'll
move
see.
fast. We got 5 minutes. We got a lot of teams, so we're
Awesome.
gonna
Who's
speed run.
next?
Josiah. We got Brock Purdy, his boy, CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb kind of stunk last year. Devontae Adams. Tough to know what that's gonna look like. Jonathan Taylor. That offense is bad. Amarian Hampton. Tough to
Rookie
know.
running
He's a
back.
rookie, but he's good. Tony Pollard is Tony Pollard. Did I
I
miss
do like
anything
that
there?
pick. I think Tony Pollard is very underrated, and he
Yeah, I
went
would
pretty late
agree.
in the draft.
Yeah.
Let's see. Nothing much on his bench. Ray
No.
Davis, pretty
Yeah.
good running back. Shout out Kentucky.
Matthew Golden could
Um,
be good. Tough to know.
yeah. Justin Fields, Dallas Goddard.
Yeah.
Tanner or Josiah was given an A draft. I'm going to say, I'm sorry, Josiah, but that's way too
That's
high for your
yeah, I would
team.
agree.
I don't necessarily love this team, but
Fair,
I've been wrong.
fair
I've
enough.
been
All
wrong
right.
before.
I've already moved on to Cody. We got Dak, Nico Collins, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Bucky Irving, DeAndre Swift, Travis Kelsey, Tyreek. Is his team crazy? Is,
Crazy, what? Crazy good?
yeah.
Yeah, they're not bad actually. I do like how he went with the Swift Kelsey combo. I think Cody did that on purpose.
Yeah.
Um, I think Cody's a Swifty secretly.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Um,
Um,
Dak's gonna have to throw a lot this year because Dallas defense sucks.
right.
So not
Nico's
bad. I don't
pretty
know who
good
his
now that he's
kicker is.
yeah.
Rams defense. Yeah, honestly, Cody's team kind of slaps. I
Yeah.
think Tyreek Hill could have a really good rebound year.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
watch out for Cody.
The team looks actually sneaky good. What did he get?
He got a B plus.
Okay, yeah.
I'm going
I
to give
think
Cody
that's
an A.
reasonable. Yeah, I probably would have
I
given
think
him an A or an A
I think
minus.
he auto drafted, but
Fair. All right, what do you
good
think about
team.
my team? Now we're on my team.
Bullseye Trevor.
That's
Let's
right.
see. Well, we got come on, load up. All right, we got Jane Daniels, the Zay Flowers. I'm a little concerned, but Jane Daniels might have a sophomore slump. Um, Travis Hunter, that'll be really interesting to see what he
Yeah,
does
that
playing
was I
offense
didn't
and
want that
defense.
one. That was an auto draft for sure.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah,
Um, how much of this did you auto draft?
like half of it.
Okay. RJ Harvey, rookie. Jameer Gibbs, great trade. Brock Bowers, solid tight end. Ricky Pearsall, he got shot last year and he
So he
was really
did.
good. So I think he's fine. You got a lot of rookies on your you have a lot of rookies on your team.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah. We got to the late rounds and I was like, These guys might be good. I don't know."
yeah, so let's see. You were given a C plus draft. I'd probably give you a little bit better.
That's what I
Um,
thought as well. I thought it was at
yeah,
least a B minus.
I think your team's really going to be dependent on Jaden Daniels. I think we
Yeah,
kind of know what to expect from everybody else except
yeah. Stan's
for
Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter
Yeah,
and RJ Harvey. But I think if
yeah,
Jaden Daniels has the season he did last year, then I think he'll be fine.
yeah. I would agree.
Who's next?
Next is we got 2 minutes and we're on Space Truckers, so we got to go fast here. Space Truckers, which is Jacob. He's got Bo Nix, I believe. Lad McConkey, I think he's gonna pop off again. T. Higgins, tough to know what's going to happen with T. Higgins. A little
Paul's
boom or
boy.
bust. Paul knows though. Bijan Robinson, I think Bijan went way too high, but that's, who's to say?
Yeah, he's a volume guy.
Yeah. Jordan Mason, I don't know if I love that pick. Jake Ferguson is not very good at football. Uh,
No,
Jalen Waddle, it's
I
tough.
hate
I
that
don't.
pick.
This team looks like a
I hate
D
Jalen
minus
Waddle.
draft. What did he get?
What did he get? He got a D. Yeah, I think
Okay.
that's
Yeah.
I would agree with that. Sorry,
Yes.
Jacob, your team sucks.
Your
Your
team. This
team's
team's really
awful,
bad.
Jacob.
Yep. Unfortunate for the truckers.
All right, who's next?
Levi's logs. Um, Kyler Murray.
Levi. I hope you. Oh gosh.
I wouldn't take Kyler Murray. I like Malik Neighbors. That's a good pick. This is a
Yeah.
tough one. You don't know what's going to happen here, but it could be good. Might not be.
TT McMillan.
That's right. Josh Jacobs could pop
Good pick.
off. Could
James Cook. Good
not.
pick.
Yeah. TJ
I think,
Hawkinson,
if
decent.
I remember correctly, last year Levi had really good running backs. I think he's got good running backs again
I would
this year.
agree.
So
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Looks pretty good. He probably should start Matt Gay though, instead of putting him on his bench, but
yeah,
other
that's
than that, it
true.
looks pretty good. What
He
did
got
he
an A
get?
minus draft.
I think that's reasonable.
I think
I
that's
think that's maybe a
reasonable.
little
Yeah,
high, but and then last
yeah.
up we
I
got
think
the Hellywoods with Zach, with Drake May, Brian Thomas Jr., good pick there. Garrett Wilson, pretty good pick. Ashton Genty, good pick. Kenneth Walker, good pick. Sam Laporte. Is his team crazy?
it's
Um,
pretty interesting. I don't
yeah.
know. There's a lot of hype around Drake May that I don't know if I believe in, but
Yeah, but like even if
um,
he's a mid-tier quarterback, I could see him being like relatively productive in a fantasy world.
yeah. I also don't necessarily love Garrett Wilson, and
That's
we
fair.
don't really know what Ashton Genty's going to be behind
True.
that
That's
Raiders
true.
line.
I do want to point out I'm a big fan of Bashal Tootin because his last
Hmm
name is Tootin.
I love Tootin. Yeah, Tootin's
Yeah,
really good.
yeah, yeah. What
I
did he
think
get?
he got a C minus. I think I'd agree with that. I think Zach's team is either going to be really good or really bad.
That's fair. I can see that. It's either a D